Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming today to the steps of this magnificent building. Magnificent not just because of its majestic appearance, but because of what it symbolizes and embodies. Democracy, American democracy at work. I am honored to be standing here speaking in support of the President of the United States. And not just any President of the United States, but a President who has taken our nation from losing hundreds of thousands of jobs a month to gaining hundreds of thousands of jobs a month. In fact, over the last 27 straight months of growth, American businesses have created more than 4 million new jobs. A president who has saved the auto industry and driven it back to the top. A president who has brought manufacturing jobs back to America for the first time since the 90s. A president who has lowered taxes for middle-class families, pushed corporations and the wealthiest Americans to pay their fair share, and a president who has ended the war in Iraq, brought Osama bin Laden to justice, and is beginning to bring our troops home from Afghanistan. That president, ladies and gentlemen, has fought for us. He's who we're fighting for here today. I had the amazing opportunity to meet the president a couple weeks ago at an event he held for the LGBT community in my home state. I had the chance to shake his hand, thank him for his work, and listen to his speech. Just watching him talk about the progress we've made during his years in office and his plans for the future reminded me of what a truly remarkable man and leader he is, a transformative leader. He has a unique ability to inspire the country, and that's exactly what President Obama has done. That's why we must do everything we can to protect the progress we have made. I am extremely proud of the progress Obama has made to restore middle-class security and our reputation around the world. However, as a young gay man, I am particularly proud of what he has done for the LGBT community. He has been by far the most pro-LGBT commander-in-chief in American history, putting his political capital on the line to support our community. He repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell. He signed hate crimes legislation. He's led the fight against anti-gay bullying in schools. He issued executive orders that give key benefits to same-sex partners of federal employees. He banned discrimination based on gender identity in the federal workforce. He created the first national AIDS strategy. He's fighting to repeal DOMA, and he became the first sitting U.S. president to publicly endorse same-sex marriage. Now that is leadership, and that's why we have to help him achieve our goal, our ultimate goal, America's goal really, full equality for every citizen. We are greater together, and we succeed when everyone has a fair shot at success. We can't let anyone roll back the progress we've made under President Obama. We can't let anyone reinstate Don't Ask, Don't Tell and pass a constitutional amendment banning marriage rights for same-sex couples in every state. And that would be an absolute tragedy, considering all the progress we've made on marriage equality since the Massachusetts High Court ruling in 2004. Now, you're not hearing this from a hyper-partisan person. I was raised by a father who worked closely with President Reagan. And I'm not afraid to admit that I admire a lot of things about Reagan, a president who would be called a liberal extremist by the standards of today's Republican Party. I am all about President Obama and all that he has done over the last 4 years. The hope and change he spoke about when running for president has been made real since he became president. Even aside from his policies, President Obama's story struck a deep chord with me from the first time I ever heard it, when I was a young gay American teenager. At one point, while reading his book, Dreams from My Father, I began to cry. I had never heard anyone so perfectly describe what I myself had been experiencing, that struggle and identity, that desire to belong. In the same way that President Obama said he had to learn what it meant to be a black man in America, I felt that I had to learn what it meant to be a gay man in America. And I am still learning. Some of what I've learned has been difficult, and some, like the brave actions by President Obama, have been inspiring. The president's story made me realize what a natural ally he would be for our community. He knows what it feels like to be an outsider, to want acceptance as an equal American. Put simply, he gets it completely. It is that experience that led him to become the biggest advocate for fairness that we've ever seen in the Oval Office. A champion for the causes we hold dear. And if we get out and talk to our friends and neighbors here and across the country, then we can make sure we continue to move forward and not go backward. Thank you. God bless Michigan and God bless America.